This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast.
I'm sure it does, Crofty. Sorry about that. Problems with YouTube seemingly not wanting to take my broadcast, so hopefully this is now working. Welcome one and all to High Playing Games and all of the things. It's taking a while to spit the comment through. Is this going to work? Come on. Come on, Smithy. Come on, YouTube. Come on, everyone. Okay, that take two has ended up there. Let's try another one, because it's normally with the second message it then goes ha 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 and crashes out. And if we're good, we're good.
Track is pretty quiet at the
We're
moment.
good.
Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
Oh, people. So, as always, a back of the grid start for us this season. Keeping it lively, keeping it fresh. Expect Toro Rosso to do quite well. Oh, look at Kevin Magnussen up in third. Go teamy, go teamy. McLaren looking good.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Verstappen, Hamilton and Kevin Magnussen. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
Ferrari really struggling. They've not had an update for a while. Bottas down in 13th in the Williams there, not looking good. Very much 2x2 at the back with Force India's Manners, Haas's and Saubers. But everyone's okay. Right, let's advance to Raceroo. Yes, we're losing the rivalry. I know. We might have to do something about that. Okay.
Welcome. So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid.
Let's have a look at the grid.
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Magnussen, Rosberg, Carlos Sainz, and Ricciardo, Alonso, Button, Vettel, and Daniel Kvyat, Massa, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, and Perez, Hülkenberg, Haryanto, Pascal Wehrlein, and Roman Grosjean, Gutierrez, and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson, and a Renault rounds off the grid.
Whoop, whoop.
Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay. I'm not so great on this one, so I'll be interested to see how this goes. I'm considering a contra strategy. I want to do softs, then I want to do super softs, then I want to remove that stint. And we'll just see how far the softs go, essentially. Yeah. Start the race. Ooh, we seem to be the only ones. Uh-oh! Will do, Jeff. I am not a fan of this circuit. It's dull. There's a couple of good corners, but I wish they'd take these corners out and stick them on another racetrack, and then we can wave this one goodbye. I think it was Toto Wolff that I saw a quote of him at motorsport.com basically saying F1 needs to move away from car park circuits, and this would be one. And I'd have to say Azerbaijan's another one. It's a ludicrous PlayStation-like game track, but I don't really... I'll need another year of it for me to kind of go, do I like it or not? But I didn't warm to Valencia, so I don't see myself warming to Azerbaijan. Which is interesting because, like, Singapore it's technically demanding in that it's lots of chicanes and 90-degree corners, but actually I find that circuit to have more of a flow than this one, because everything just bleeds into itself, whereas at least with Singapore you have references and stuff like that. I think that's probably why. Right, so the idea is we're going to get a corker of a start, overtake some people, there'll hopefully be a safety car, we can then maybe bin off these tyres. Maybe early and either go into the mediums or something else equally as juicy. Eighth. Oh, Emma. Good start. Oh, problems.
Some information on Hulkenberg. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
That was a huge smash. Okay, green flag. How can that not be a safety car? That was humongous. Ooh, careful, Smithy. Ah, oh, you cockface.
Are you considering switching to an alternate strategy? Do you want to change or stick to plan A? There's a lot of damage to the front wing. We're seeing a significant loss in downforce.
Ah. Oh, shit. What happened there? I might restart. That was bizarre. Apologies. That was weird. It was like my stick didn't do what it's supposed to have done. I shall feign a technical problem and we'll restart this race and see what happens. Will there still be carnage? No. Okay. Oh. Where are you, signs? Oh, there you are. Sorry, Carlos. Right, that's better. That was bizarre. Sorry, you guys know that I never restart races, but that was bizarre. It was as if the stick didn't push across. I hope this isn't the beginning of an end of a controller for me. Okay. Oh. Bit cutty sark. Wow, that Force India really is one of the worst cars on the grid. And that Red Bull's supposed to be the best, so quite how Raikkonen's got round it in a Ferrari that's supposed to be the 6th worst.
5 places separate you.
Yeah, but I can see Kevin, and he's on that old... He's on super softs, and I'm not. Where? Oh, stop cutting corners, Smithy. No cutting corners. Doo-doo. Oddly specific Parappa reference. There goes Ricardo. Nice. That was a good move. Whoever's in second is going really slowly. Oh, it's Verstappen. Hamilton is absolutely murdering it.
Race officials have enabled DRS. DRS is now available.
Ooh, careful you guys. Oh. No! Don't take out your teammate. Or get any stupid penalties. I'm in love with the soft tyre. Okay, let's max fuel this. Thank you. Oh, this doesn't feel safe. Oh wow, they're pitting really early. So much so that caught me out because I was busy watching them.
Kevin has come into the pits. Kevin in the pits now. The gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds.
Oh, look at the tyre wear. We've got this. The tyre wear's that low though. I just stay out on super softs like until the very end if I was doing it that way of strategy. Now makes me mildly suspicious for the changeover. Careful, Schmiffles.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Kimmy. Sadness for Kimi Räikkönen. Let's hope that doesn't happen tomorrow in real race. Purple pit, which is fine.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
I'm not sure, Jeff. Keep current. Keep current. Oh,
Okay, copy that.
Jeff. Perez and Sainz. That Toro Rosso car is actually good with those extra couple of upgrades. Perez punching well above his weight in a unupgraded Force India. And I have not hit an apex yet in several corners. Sainz has got around Perez. Or has he? Doesn't look like it. No, Perez is going back.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
Okay. I still feel like I don't quite do that right.
Some information on Bottas. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Oh, Brutus. That corner's so off camber, it always catches me out. Fair, if Lance Stroll crashes at the same corners in every game, I think I should be alright and calm myself. No. We are losing a little bit of time now, I think. Irvine and Harriento. It's not as if they're like an age behind. The only good thing is that hopefully that will be holding up our fearless leaders and co. frightening.
The pit window has opened.
Whoop, whoop. We're coming in. Okay, Val and Harriento are on the softs suddenly. How did they not spot that earlier? Oh shit, Hamilton's now next up. That's not good. 16 seconds. It's more than that for a pit stop. Put that down to standard.
Pit in.
Shit, Hamilton's got round Verline, so he's got no one holding him up at all. Oh! Hate that pin. We're gonna have it all to do.
Go, go, go.
Where are we?
That was our last stop. No more scheduled
there
pit
we are.
stops.
Well, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Rio Harrianto. Oh, let's just chill this out for a lap. Make sure that we're up to temp. A couple of corners more like. The grip's there now, let's do it.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you very much. ODRS. Whack, 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 whack. Make sure we actually brake for the corner, that's the main thing. Into the lead. Oh, Rosberg's got round Verstappen, and they've both got round Harrianto. Ooh, Verstappen's back ahead. That looks juicy, whatever's going on there.
Okay, distance to teammate, 8.3 seconds.
That's okay. Let's just make sure that we get an absolute corker of a lap in. Rosberg's got round.
We've pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I'm sure we will.
chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Thanks, Jeff. That'll do, laddie, that'll
That was
do.
the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Let's do another one.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
We'll find there's 3.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They're speeding up again, so I expect they've fixed whatever the problem was.
I don't trust myself to get a 3-second cutting penalty, so I need to get 3 seconds. This lap's not been great anyway. Ooh, Verstappen back ahead of Rosberg. Nice. Well, not for long. That has safety car written all over it. Especially because of the turn 1 kink round here. The AI don't seem to know how to deal with it properly. Right, 4 seconds clear. We can get a cutting penalty and still be okay. Phew. This is all I needed.
This is your final lap of the race.
Fingers crossed it's going to go well. Teammate.
Kevin's P7 at the moment, so the gap to our teammate is 15.1 seconds. They're on fresh softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 42.616.
16 was rather interesting.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. The gap to the car behind is 5.8 seconds.
Fine. So I then seem to forget how to drive for a couple of corners. Come back, Smithy! There we go. game with Verstappen and Rosberg. Does look as though Rosberg's got it. I got the win! Yay!
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Nice.
A great win then for the Renault team today. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Not the
Well,
safety
Crofty,
car.
this was won through an abundance of speed and an abundance of skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race, surely, that will satisfy the purists today, I think.
What's happened there with the cars? Can you see that?
As we can see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Renault team underneath our commentary box going
The
crazy
Red
as
Bull
their
and
drivers
the
walk out.
McLaren had had
It
a
was
baby.
great win, and it means a great deal to this team. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. And now I'd like to ask you,
Well done for
Anthony
Sainz.
Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
And here's how things are
Those
shaping up
Alpes
in the
look
Constructors'
terrible.
Championship. Renault have extended their lead at the top of the standings. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Everyone hit everyone on lap 1. So it was mechanical failure that took out Raikkonen, that's fine. So, Drivers' Championship, Button moves up to 5th, nice. Rosberg up to 7th, that's a bit terrible. Vettel well down, as is Raikkonen. What a weird season this would be if it was real. Yeah, McLaren take over Williams, that makes sense when you look at how the teams are tiered at the moment. Right, one race down, 2 more to go in this little cast. This quiet cast, no one's here. Never mind. I shall race on gallantly. So that's where he gets the extra ones, because he's podiuming. Okay. And finishing and penalty free. Fair enough. Excuse me. Right, next weekend. I don't mind losing rivalries if it means that I win a championship. Not long till Dirt 4 is out. I can't wait for that game. It's going to be good. And Wipeout, Amiga. Yes. Love Wipeout. I'm crap at Wipeout, but I love it. Thank you, sponsor. That needed to happen.
Okay, I've got something for you.
Ooh.
The new parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so I look forward to your feedback.
Thanks.
Check out the details.
I bet he plays a really good hand of Scrabble. Okay, more fuel efficiency. I'll have that, thank you very much. Oh, Haas have improved. And McLaren. Oh, McLaren. Wowza. Where does that put them? 4th. Nice. So Mercedes now back on top from Red Bull. Then it's us. McLaren move up to 4, Toro Rosso down to 5, Ferrari now 6, then Williams, and Haas not able to overhaul Manor still, interestingly. I love this whole little thingy-bob. I wish it wasn't like how it was, where people do actually say like it all kind of equals itself out.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts
Okay. So the Spanish Grand Prix last time round was the one that was one of two that I crashed out of when I was 100%ing. So I don't expect tons from this race. Never do.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Hamilton, Alonso and Max Verstappen. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Okay. So let's go through to quali. Yes. I do hope those sponsors keep pouring in those R&D points. Keep us at the head of our game.
Here we are at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya.
Thank you very much, sir. Right. Oh. Let's see who does well and who does not do well. Especially now that McLaren have got this quadruple update. I expect them to go very well in quali. Look at that. A McLaren 1-2. Who'd have thunk? Will it stay that way though? Ooh, no. Hamilton's up front. Oh, I love this alternative world.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Hamilton, Alonso and Jenson Button. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
Shit from Rosberg. Red Bull's not too bad. Sainz and Kvyat still doing well for Toro Rosso. Ferrari desperate for an upgrade. Williams slipping down as well. Perez punching above his weight. Okay, the new Haas's are ahead of the Manners with their upgrade, so that's worthwhile noting. Of course, Manor didn't score in my first season. They were the only team not to. Yes, we're going to lose the rivalry, we know. Thanks, Weld. Right, let's expect this to be a crash. It's not going to be good. See what Crofty says at the fact that Alonso is alongside.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Fernando Alonso in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Button, Rosberg, Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, Sainz, Magnussen, Kvyat and Kimi Raikkonen, Massa, Vettel, Sergio Perez and Bottas, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Esteban Gutierrez and Pascal Wehrlein, Haryanto and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson and a Renault rounds off the grid.
So it's like I'm channeling Palmer without actually trying.
Away, it's time to go down to
by
the track.
Not trying. Right, so... Oh, okay, so it's already put me on the weird tyre strategy to begin with. I'm going to stick with that because I'm shit at Spain. Don't expect me to be diving up the order like I did in Russia for the win. This won't be happening here. That's why I needed that point advantage. I'll be happy with points, I think.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Done. Yeah, it's CNBC on the back. I thought it was. Should just put Will Buxton's face. With a little bubble coming out of it going, phenomenal! Choo-choo. Choo-choo, Thomas. Woo-woo. Woo-woo, Thomas. I don't even think NASA's racing anything this year. And I can't do this final chicane at all. Give me back the old track layout any day. You've ruined it. This works well maybe on bikes, but not on cars. I'm still bitter and twisted and sour. Yes, I know it was years ago. I don't care. Especially as I can't drive it for toffee. Right, Smithy, do not crash. Do not crash. Do not crash. Be zen. P8 again. Okay. We can do P8. Maybe. Careful, Schmiffles. Okay, everyone can brake early, that's okay. Oh, not that early.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Oh, how's the car? It's not great. But I can't two-stop.
Got that confirmed?
That's suicide round here. Oh, I'm sorry, Vettel. Well, I'm not, but I am. But you know what I mean. Oh, your car's horrible. Ouch! Kimmy being a bit brave there. Normally an overtaking place. I don't know why I had such good traction out of there. I'm not complaining though. Ooh, I will complain with that. That was terrible. Oh, please someone retire and bring out a safety car or a VSC. That would be lovely. And I could try and do hard tyres or something.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Rich to pull away from Perez. Thank you. We got it.
Okay, you're approaching one of the Ferraris. Okay, distance to teammate, 4.9 seconds.
Oh, there he is. He's got a little clutch of people up ahead. I nearly said a clunge of people. That was the wrong word. Surprised that didn't penalise me for that one. Oh, this car's not good.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Rival.
Lewis is in first position. P1, the difference is 9.7 seconds. They're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:26.2.
We're not horrific yet. We're going to lose time with a wing change. I wonder if it's better to come in and go onto the hards.
The gap behind us is 1.4 seconds.
Keep your naughty Force India out of my DRS range.
Kevin is in the pits.
Everyone's in. Yay, DRS. Martin in as well. Good, good, good. Get yourself caught up on traffic, man.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Confirm. Confirm change.
Confirmed.
Thank you, Jeffage.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
I'd rather have slower tyres but a wing that works. Wow, that was quick, Kimmy. Underlay, underlay, underlay.
Complete. Go now.
Ah, I won. Hey, Jim. It's gone a lot better than this one,
Tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
where I smacked my front wing. Yes, Russia was beautiful. This has been horrible. How are you, good sir? Excuse me. Let's see if we can get into the points. That'll be a major undertaking, I think. It is indeed. But hey, it means overtaking a bound, which is something you're probably not going to see much of tomorrow, so hey, why not do it now?
So the gap to our teammate is 9.9 seconds.
Hamilton is buckered.
Yes, of all the places to be a nonce, why did he choose here? He's just made it so much more difficult for himself. Which pleases me no end, because whilst I completely admit that he's an exceptionally talented driver, he is also exceptionally annoying to go with it. So I quite like the fact that he will struggle. I guess the only thing that will annoy me is if he still wins tomorrow, and I'll be like, oh, he's going to be insufferable. I feel blessed. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag me and my dog. Hashtag. Hashtag. I just can't thank the team enough, who I've just shat and cursed horribly at for days on end, because things haven't gone my way. But now, because I win, everything is okay again. Probably because I'm hashtag blessed.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.0 seconds.
Cool. Just turned up my phone, sorry, he was a bit quiet.
He has the tire advantage by starting on the loose tires.
Yes, that is true. It'll be a very interesting race tomorrow, because I will I don't know what I will eat vagina if Raikkonen actually wins. I mean, it's lovely to see him on the pace, but oh dear, all at the same time. Hey, fastest lap from
That's
Smithy.
a new fastest lap for the race.
It's Merrickson. Thank you. That's another one down.
Homer's final race. Raikkonen to win. Hamilton Hamilton to finish out of points.
Ooh.
Clarence with Q3. It's going to be bloody good.
Ah, poor Palmer. Yeah, I can't see Palmer lasting very much longer at all. How can... He's been a second off of Hulkenberg all weekend, and they've both had problems. So he can't be like, oh, the car, which admittedly you can kind of throw it at because they don't seem to care very much about that second car. But you still have to take the chances where you can. And I'll be amazed if Palmer is still there after halfway in the season. But I'm not sure who they'd get in. Because Nicholas Latifi, who they've just signed up, is okay in GP2, but he's not the best. By a long way. And the problem with Latifi is that he is another Palmer. He's taken a few years to get to the front of F2, or GP2, whatever it is.
Take his seat.
Stroll will take his seat. No. Stroll's ability to score is that Dad actually just buys out all of the seats and puts chimps in.
Come back.
Well, I tell you who has been seen in the F1 paddock for a few races, Mr. Pastor Maldonado. That would make me happy. I'd love to see Pastor back in that Renault. At least he was fast, even if he did crash. Palmer just crashes. I'd love Pastor back. Oh shit.
Some information on Alonso. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
No, Perez.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He's there this weekend in the Renault Motor booth.
See, it's all adding up. And he said that he was offered a chance to race this year and he turned it down. I would so lol if Renault went back and went, Pastor, we miss you.
Conditions to remain dry for a while. We will update you if the outlook changes.
We need you back in our life. We need to test the strength of our monocoque.
Our gap behind is 2.1 seconds.
Lose. I don't think I'm going to score any points in this one.
We've been awarded a time
Oh,
penalty.
fuck
We'll go
off.
against our finishing time at the end of race.
Wasn't dilutors who dropped in at the time not
Be able to run
renewed?
in this engine
Yep.
mode much longer. We're only about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
You are correct. It was when it was Lotus, not Renault. And it was Palmer who they were giving Pasta's sessions to, because he was going to be the replacement in the next big thing. I'm so sorry, Felipe. That wasn't even a legitimate overtake. Oh my god.
Gap to car in front is 3.0 seconds.
Palmer looked mad after quali today.
Are you mad, Palmer bro?
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
There's potential to salvage a point in this yet. Only if Alonso can hold them all up a little bit. It wouldn't surprise me if Renault was like, if you don't get out of Q1, then you're fired, bruv. Oh, yes, that's exactly what I needed.
Less than a second. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
I missed FP2, FP3, so I don't know how big the crash by Ocon was.
Christ.
But his quali was shocking. I hated him at the start of the season. Now I am.
Why do you hate Ocon? I've not heard anyone say anything nasty really about him. You're the first person. That intrigues me. Sorry, Vettel.
The gap to the car
Now
ahead
I'm
is
rooting for him.
1.0 seconds.
So yeah, he got launched on the curbs at the exit of swimming pool, exactly where Stoffel crashed in quali. It was almost identical. It's just that Ocon hit the barriers slightly further downstream.
This is your final lap of the race.
Good, because I think we're going to get 10. Not my best
Less
run.
than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Not my best work at all, sadly. Why are the cars so crap out of that corner? It's really off-putting.
Last time Hamilton didn't make Q3 was in 2013.
Oh, Kimmy.
The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, on
Alonso, it seems they
pace, wasn't it? Rather than like mechanical failures. Which is lovely. I love it when things will get spicy like that. Nice to see both McLarens in Q3 as well. Stoffel doing the first thing that actually shows that he's a good racing driver all year. And then goes and bins it, which I found quite funny.
That's a disappointing result for sure, but we'll try to bounce back at the next one.
Oh, ninth. 2 points. That'll do.
A great win. And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent
Button!
race. They've excelled here, as they so often do. And
Well
it's
done,
a
McLaren.
well-deserved victory. Mercedes, and after this round of the World Championship,
You did well.
here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
It's a difficult one, but I'll have to go for the Renault driver. That was a
Still.
commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now let's take a look at the constructors'
Oh,
standings.
Kimmy.
Mercedes
Sorry.
moved to the top of the
Mark said
table.
if Stoffel
Meanwhile,
hadn't
Toro
crashed
Rosso's
Hamilton
strong
would
weekend
have made it.
allows them to continue their
Which
march
is
up the
BS.
table.
Oh,
There'll
I
be plenty
know.
more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
I saw that on Ted Kravitz's little notebook, but oh, excuse me. Ted Kravitz has got his head so far up Lewis Hamilton's anus that I can't actually listen to what he says objectively anymore. Same with Peter Windsor. Just literally, whenever they speak of Lewis Hamilton, it's like they're masturbating. I can't stand it. They need to be objective, because like someone else will do something exactly the same and they'll go, yeah, but Hamilton was having an off day. And I was like, stop it. Be subjective. Oh wow, close at the top on the constructors. That's juicy. Toro Rosso had a Force injury as well. In fact, I think it's Monaco up next, so this could be horrific if I'm starting last here. Yes. So I don't think that lets us... Oh, does it do anything R&D? Oh, I could do fuel efficiency, but that's like the tiniest thing to bother with. I think I'll save my points. Let's go to Monte Carlo! I was annoyed for Kevin Magnussen today as well, actually, because he was absolutely kicking anus in the Haas earlier on this weekend. And then it didn't quite work in Q2. And then Grosjean got through after spending all of qualifying backwards. So that was a shame there for K-Mag, because actually I thought he was looking like a good bet for a Q3 appearance. Never mind. Right, what's gone on with the cars? Ooh, a triple update for Red Bull. Which should, yeah, it does. It puts them back in front in the vehicle performance stuff, and we're at Monaco, so in theory, that car should be the fastest. In theory. Interesting. Okay.
Number Brazil.
Number Brazil. Hello, Diego.
Welcome to Monaco for this week.
Let's stick our setup on and then get into quali and get that through and done. So, setups for people that like setups. Lots of wing. Lots of suspension, roll bar, sorry. And ballast to the front to try and get that car around as much of the corner as possible without crashing it out.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Ricciardo, Button and Fernando Alonso. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be
Number
back.
it's Monaco.
I guess the big thing for me, he's gone already, whoever that was. It's the good thing for me is that hopefully if Red Bull and McLaren do an exceptional job at this in-game race here, that stops Hamilton getting all of the points. In this race, whilst I'll be having a shocker trying to get somewhere up from the back.
Here we are at one of the most difficult circuits on the racing calendar. Well,
Thanks, Crofty. Oh, wrong button. Okay, session info. Right, come on McLaren, come on Red Bull. I want you two to lock out the front rows and then Hamilton to be like 6th, please. This is going exceptionally to plan. Ah, Hamilton. Play ball, Hamilton. Play ball. Repeat what you're doing in real life, please.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Hamilton, Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Sainz
doing well in the Toro Rosso. Most Ferraris aren't looking good there, with Vettel again down the field. Ooh, Manor looking juicy, 15th and 17th. Right.
The end of this season will be great because of contracts.
Yes. Well, Renault have said that they won't have a championship-ready car next year for Alonso, which kind of has said to Alonso, don't come here, please. So I find that quite interesting. Oh, if I absolutely fail this race, I go into underachieving. Then when I do well in the next race, I should go back to overachieving again. Oh, this almost incentivises me to do shit here. Because that's got a trophy attached. Yes. I'll give it my best. Don't worry. Mercedes apparently are saying that they're going to probably keep Bottas.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Ricciardo, Alonso, Jenson Button and Sainz, Rosberg, Massa, Raikkonen and Daniel Kvyat, Magnussen, Vettel, Valtteri Bottas and Perez, Haryanto, Hülkenberg, Pascal Wehrlein and Roman Grosjean, Gutierrez and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson and a Renault rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Yay! So, if we're stuck at the back anyway, I think we'll do a contra strategy again.
Alonso won't go to Sauber because Honda. Maybe in a Williams.
Yeah, I think he'd be too expensive for Williams. Williams run on a budget, so I don't think he'll go there. He may go back to Renault, maybe, depending. I could see him maybe. It so depends on what Raikkonen does, because if Raikkonen stays where he is, that locks the driver market again. If he goes though, then there's potential for a Grosjean or a Perez to move. And I think actually I could see Alonso at Haas, especially now that he's got ties to America. That would be a very interesting American marketing ploy, I think. So we're contra-strategying because I don't think I'm going to be able to overtake anyone. So I'm hoping that there'll be like some kind of safety car shenanigan and I'll be able to pit and get off said tyres. Or get past a few people and then pick them off as they pit. If I last that long. It's Monaco. I crashed out in here in my 100% season last time round when Kimi Raikkonen was lapping me and pished me into the wall. So he has form. Oh, what's happened to Gutierrez? Oh, NASA! Felipe! Will that magic him back onto the grid again? Someone else has gone off down here. Oh, it's Gutierrez again. What is going
I
on?
can't see that he will be in the highs. If Raikkonen leaves, I think Vettel will stay with Ferrari and maybe Sainz or Perez as a teammate.
It's one of the more it's such a difficult driver market to predict because there's so many like previous alliances that confuse me. Oh look, Grosjean's out of place as well. Oh look, they've magicked back in again. Okay, this makes more sense now. I'm not in line. Okay, that's better in line. That was a terrible parade lap. Oh, you poor AI people. Oh, fuck it.
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Someone else is in trouble further up ahead as well. Thank you. Good. Oh, you cockface, Gutierrez. It's the kind of move that I would do. Don't do the moves I do. Be better than that.
Nice corner drama.
Okay, but we're still going. Oh, this car feels horrible through there with a broken front wing. And there, sorry. Oh. Yeah, this isn't going to end well. Oh, Nadja face. Help. La 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 la, 3-point. Okay, safety car plus. At least this allows me now to talk about like the actual real F1. Now that this has all gone horribly wrong. What would I do? So. Yeah, if I was Alonso, I would be barking on that Mercedes door and saying, do you really want Bottas? If that did not work, I would probably not go back to Ferrari because...
Are you predicting TMW's honor?
Hang on. Am I predicting... Yeah, exactly. I lasted longer than he did last year before spinning it. Not excluding the safety car bit.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
I'm not great at this track. Anyway, with the damage off, I'm okay, but when I know that I've got damage set to full, and I know that just the tiniest clink is going to be game over, it makes me super nervous. And I drive different, I can't help it. Oh, especially with this front wing.
Ericsson's strategy should see him need to pit within 5 laps.
I don't think it really matters, Jeff. Oh, I know what we can do though. If we are really shit, we might get lapped, and then we may be able to interfere with Hamilton's race. Oh Christ! So yeah, a lot have been made of that swimming pool bouncy curve. Don't go on the curb then.
See any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know. The gap to teammate is 25.4 seconds.
It's like weird muscle memory. Just because you've been able to go there before, it doesn't mean that you can't. You can get to go there every race and every lap. Was it last year when they changed the Center S at Brazil, and then Massa kept on out braking himself and getting it wrong because he's just so used to doing it in a different way?
13.1 seconds.
And to make sure that I watch F2 and GP3
Can you
this
imagine
weekend.
if Hamilton gets the grid penalty or a time penalty for something TMW?
I would love it if he was out at the first corner. And it was like Lance Stroll that had hit him. It would be so ironic.
Last year, there was no race in Brazil. It was red flagged around 100 times.
It was a great race. It was a boat race, but it was a great race. Oh, where do you think Alonso... Actually, predictions then. Alonso for Indy. Where do we think he will finish? Do we think that Alonso will beat Max Chilton? There's a question. Or Alexander Rossi, for that matter. Avoid barrier, Simon.
I don't know.
I hope he doesn't have an early retirement, because then otherwise everything will have been wasted. Because Max Chilton hasn't been doing terribly in IndyCar. Or Rossi for that matter. Outside of that fluke win. I've seen that Alonso has selected his milk for winning in one of the more bizarre
Like last
traditions.
time.
He's selected his 2% milk. Whereas I think if I'd won the Indy 500, I'd be like, do you know what? This deserves full fat milkage. Bring me the cow nipple. I will suck off the teat in full display of everyone. This car is now nearly undrivable.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.6 seconds.
People who have already pitted. Come on, AI. Cause some carnage. Get me back in this. Please. I was all hopeful when you couldn't even do a formation lap.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
Lewis Hamilton today. Paul Terry didn't have any struggles today, so I'm a bit confused, and I can't pinpoint the problem at the moment. I'm feeling it's great that Paul Terry extracted a good lap. We just need to identify why I wasn't able to be up there too. Onwards and upwards.
Hashtag blessed. I find it interesting that he doesn't necessarily consider Valtteri a threat.
Kevin has come into the pits. Kevin in the pits now.
And that kind of quote really shows that to me. But he could be a little quiet ninja.
Number blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Yes. So, ah! Oh, we survived it. Christ, what happened to our teammate? He's now 20th as well. Must have been in problems. We're not last anymore! After my epic 10-point turn. Nearly strolled it.
You've been awarded a time penalty for that last incident.
Does not surprise me. This car is not turning very well. I keep hitting the back of it.
Meanwhile, Palmer said, I felt quite happy with the car today.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Oh, Palmer. I felt quite happy just being a second off of my teammate. It's such a shame because I really thought that he would be really competent in his second year, because he's always been one that's been a quiet not breeder, what's the word? Like learner. And so his first year in everything has always been a bit like meh. And then he gets the hang of it and then like goes nuts and does really well. And it's just not happened, has it? And to me, I mean, it's just him and Stroll who, for me, should not be on that grid at the moment.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Everyone else is like within touching distance or like shows merit and has done well, I think. And then you've got those two that seem to be well out of their depth at the moment. And the more that Stroll fucks about, the less sympathetic I am to his plight. Because he's now showing that he's learning his craft in Formula One. I think you should have learnt your craft by the time you get to Formula One. You don't then spend money getting yourself up to speed. We aren't scoring any points, are we?
It is 9.7 seconds. Your pit window is now open.
I can see Stroll and Palmer going to Formula E in the future.
Seconds.
As people go from F2 to F1 to Formula E.
God, Formula E. I've not watched Formula E this year, actually. I get so annoyed with its like shitty circuits. I thought that was my race over then. But I just kind of go "Argh!" and get all like passive aggressive angry with the fact that they're just driving to it. They didn't even do full Monaco.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
Rim. Oh, what a terrible, terrible, terrible race. Let's hope that with these tyres and a new front wing I can at least put in a competitive lap time or two.
Release, release.
Please release me, let me go.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Okay. I always worry I cross the yellow line and get a penalty on that one as well. Oh, the grip. The grip, baby, the grip. Oh, I love it. Oh, too much grip.
I watched like the first 20 laps or so of Paris on Formula E only because it was on entire land or whatever it's called.
Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
It really doesn't matter, Jeff. see if we can actually get a competitive lap time on the board to show that we weren't going to be shit every lap. No!
0.6 seconds.
Oh, phew.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Bit late, bruv. This car now handles like a moose. Okay, predictions. So, tomorrow I think Vettel will win.
People might disagree with me, but I think F1 by Codemasters is too serious now. I get angry when I'm out of the points. Back in 2011 I used T.
I'm interested to see what the classic content will be for 2017. I don't think it's too serious. I love the balance. I don't think there's anything wrong with them sticking like a arcadey style on. But no, keep the sim stuff. I love the sim stuff. But then I come from a sim racing background, so this for me is like the more sim it gets, the better. So long as I can still.
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front wing. We suggest you come in as soon as possible, rather than risk it getting worse. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Confirm change?
Copy.
I don't know yet. I'd quite like to stay on the lead lap. Especially as I'm closing the Salvers down. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with them diversifying out on different difficulty modes and being able to turn on and off certain things. But no, I love me the sim racing because I come from R Factor and a little bit of iRacing, which I didn't really get on with. Assetto Corsa Project Cars. Now they're like much more simmy style. God, this car's horrible. I am so tempted to now just drive and cause havoc for Hamilton's race. It would be highly unprofessional of me, but I still want to do it.
Vettel to win, Raikkonen second, Verstappen or Ricciardo third, Bottas fourth.
Ooh. Button in the points if he finishes. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry. Ooh, well actually, I've not seen. I wonder if Van Dorn will have a gearbox penalty because of the crash. Otherwise, I'd have said McLaren to get points. Alonso will not finish the Indy 500. I don't know who will win. But I can see Alonso retiring from that. Leclerc will win F2. I don't know who will win F3 actually. Fukuzumi, maybe? And I think that's all the action that's going on this weekend. That I'm watching anyway. I know there's some, I think there's Blanc Plane GT stuff going on, but I don't keep track of that. Right. Chimpy, it's in your hands. Do I try and take off Hamilton, or do I just let the race play through?
I don't want F2 or F3.
Oh, you should. They're amazing.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
They're more entertaining, quite often, than the old F1. F3 has just introduced DRS, but you're only allowed it. Take it off, okay. Yeah,
Crash.
okay. I will.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
Oh shit! I didn't even do that
It's in a
right.
really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.
No! I was too half-assed with it. It's just as well. Serves me right, really. Ooh. Oh.
The rear left.
Ha!
Are you alright? Engine off. Engine off.
If we're going to go out, we'll go out in style. What a disaster.
Done.
Shit. Is this car completely okay? Oh, it is as well. Never mind.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the...
So as
Shut
I say
up.
that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet... So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would
Won't
you
be
go
me.
for?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Fucking wankers. So we're down to third in the championship, which to be fair was to be expected. Who else has gone well? Bottas has gone up, Alonso's gone up, Sainz has gone up. And Mercedes pull away from Red Bull, we're down to third. But that's 2 of the 3 bogey tracks for me out the way. So now it's going to be back to championshiping, hopefully. So yeah. thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that was all right. Hope you all enjoy the Monaco Grand Prix tomorrow, as well as Indy as well. If you're watching that. I should be doing something with Esteban from Definitely Zero soon for a bit of co-op love, so that'll be fun. And I was busy today making lots of content for all of the other different playthroughs that I'm going to be kicking off soon. Heads up though, I'll be getting Dirt 4, and that comes with the My Stage stuff. So I'll be doing a weekly My Stage where you can have a stage generated for you, and if I find a good one across a week, or I will be finding a good one across each week, sticking it online for people to have a look at, and I'm assuming that there's some way that you can upload it and share it to other people so that you can all have a rummage and beat me at my own tracks. Until next time, everyone, take care. Happy racing!